Spotlight of the Week and another Rocket League exclusive. This is Trivecta featuring Kara with Break Me.
Paralyze my heart. Don't wanna feel your touch like ice, tracing all my scars. Why is it hurt on the inside? It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you, you break me, but something about it makes us so, baby. Every piece keeps us together in the cold. I break you break me, holding our love in chains of gold. I break you break me, holding our love in chains of gold. Frozen in my dream, I can't escape the thoughts of you. If I try to leave, when I'm with you I can't move. It's unforgivable, but I forgive you every time. Hard to let it go, 'cause we're intertwined. I break you, you break me, but something about it makes us whole, baby. Every piece keeps us together in the cold. I break you break me, holding our love in chains of gold. I break you break me, holding our love in chains of gold.
We're all getting super hyped up for Tomorrowland and we'll have some amazing artists there playing for us. So for those of you coming, come check out our Monster Cat stage on July 21st. See you there.
Maybe we can make this world a better place, and the tragedies and set our spirits free. Together we can bring back home the ones who've lost.
Hello everyone, welcome back. We got a great Collegiate Star League Dota 2 match today. My name is R Cryptic, but really the man of the hour, Carlo. How are you?
Ricky, I am fantastic. As always, it's a delight to be here with you, casting some just bloodthirsty Collegiate Dota playoff matches.
That's a good term. I like it. I think it's probably going to be appropriate for tonight's match.
Oh, I hope so. In fact, I would guarantee it. I'm stamping it right now. I think we're going to see a bloodbath.
All right. Well, speaking of tonight's match, we got a good one. We got Ohio State University, a team that was in the Winter Invitational versus
They were in a rough spot in the Winter Invitational.
Yeah, we'll get that in a moment.
Okay.
And then UCLA, UC Los Angeles, a team that did not make it to the Winter Invitational and were actually nudged out by a couple of the other, I think it was Davis and the Slugs, two teams.
And Berkeley as well.
Berkeley, that's what it was. It was one of those ones, yeah. So they've done really good in the second half of the season, getting them a pretty decent seed in this tournament. But Ohio State, not a pushover team. But what happened in Winter Invitational?
Well,
Carlo?
we didn't really get to see too much from Ohio State, and they were in the first round. They went against SBU, Ricky.
Stony Brooks,
the worst possible first round in the first ever Winter Invitational. They went against the Winter Invitational champions. They were beaten 0-2.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is really what we're gonna when we get to see them shine. We get to see them play some Dota because that's a real tough match. And quickly, I want to add, getting knocked out first round of the Invitational means they haven't had an official match since that game.
That was a while ago. That's been a month,
they haven't been. They have to be scrimming and they have to be playing in their own time to keep the juices going. So this is actually a pretty stressful situation for them.
This is redemption, man.
But
Ohio State.
It's also a great situation for them to make a huge name for themselves because we didn't really get to see them in the Winter Invitational.
Yeah, I agree. I'm really excited for this game. It should be a lot of fun.
Yes.
I know Ohio State has a member of last year's All-Star team on the lineup.
Who do they have?
Aikster, actually. He was a Division II player that made it onto the All-Star team last year.
Okay.
And he is quite the player. Someone you want to keep your eyeballs on for sure.
I think we're going to have about 9 other people we could describe as quite the player, though, tonight.
That's really true. That's really true, actually.
But we'll keep We'll keep both eyes on Aikster.
Okay. Well, we're going to go ahead and jump into the draft here in just a little bit, so don't go too far. Hope you're all excited because we're really excited.
Don't go far at all.
Yeah, I do what Carlos says. Stay right where you are.
Just stay here. Seriously. Don't even think about leaving.
All right, we'll catch you guys in just a few moments.
See you guys soon.
All right, game number 1. We're here. We've made it. The journey between UCLA, the Bruins, and Ohio State University. I think we got to start the tried and true.
The banners.
The banners.
Tell me about the banners. There seems to be not really that much competition here.
Yeah, clearly
the
Ohio
one that says
State's the winner,
big
right?
red C on it for Carleton is the winner.
Exactly.
I love it, guys. Thank you for the shout out. Really appreciate it.
I mean, that's what it's got to be, right? It couldn't mean anything
It must
else.
be. There's no way. Oh, you know what? That's actually just the Ohio State cutoff.
Yikes.
Oh, no, guys. Well, if you look at it, the Bruins actually, they didn't align the picture right, and they cut off a lot of the bear, missing the whole body. So think about that.
You know, that's a good point. I don't see his arms or his legs.
Yeah, misstep from both teams, honestly, on the banner game. That's a rough way to enter the playoffs.
Yeah, get yourselves a graphics designer and just get a good,
Ricky,
good banner, guys.
I heard you actually were making some interesting related graphics today.
Yeah, don't
what were you up to? What were you up to, Ricky?
Just making badge icons, for my own channel. It worked out pretty well. It was fun.
Twitch Prime. I mean, your own channel. That's really interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was a good
You know what else is interesting, Ricky?
Shadow Shaman first pick?
Yes. Wow,
Dude.
how did you know?
Yeah, I love Shadow Shaman right now. I think he's a really good hero.
Why do you love him? Why is he a good hero?
This meta, for some reason, teams seem to be struggling with ending the game because it's a Midas meta, right? So it's like if one team's just going pure Midases, the other team, like, if they don't end it
you
soon
can win
enough,
a game in 15 minutes. If you're
yeah, so it's like there's a couple ways to play it, and it's like either you go this like push strategy, you go this Midas strategy. It's kind of interesting. I think he's overall a good lane support, but he also offers a lot.
He does put the game on on a timer.
Exactly, he puts a lot on the momentum.
Every time he casts his wards, as long as he's not using them on jungle camps like the ones in my pubs, he only has like so many casted wards before he's taken all your objectives.
Yeah, he also trades really well in lane.
Yeah, doesn't he have like one of the highest base damages for a range hero?
76 level 1.
It might be the highest on a range hero.
Oh, on a ranged hero, I believe it is by far.
Yeah, he's beefy.
Yeah. 76 he's level 1, and you just go
lean
Ether
muscle.
Shock. Yeah, I mean, he may be
140
skinny, but this
damage level 1.
He's lean. You're right, he's lean. This guy does
lean muscle.
1,000 crunches, 1,000 push-ups a day.
That's quinoa.
Yeah.
And oats right there. Oh, speaking of ranged heroes that do quite a bit of damage, Lion.
Yeah, he does do that. So, indeed.
Now both these supports have a lot of control in their normal kit, but their ultimates are quite different.
Wow.
Where Shadow Shaman's gonna kill towers, Lion's just gonna kill people. Lion's got the op.
Yeah, Lion's got. He's a little snowbally, right? He's got that snowballing mechanic of his
love the new mechanic where every last hit he gets, he's gaining charges with his finger.
Yeah, and it's really important to get those early too, right? If you go and use your first ult of the game and you don't secure a kill with it, you're like, well, 2.5 minutes till I can try that again.
Exactly, the cooldown's huge. It's just like Shadow Shaman, where it has a big cooldown, but you always want to be casting it off cooldown. Like that's like the dream game, is where you have it always on cooldown.
Yeah,
there's just so much pressure. And now we have let's talk about the melees here. Tiny and Pango.
Yeah. Tiny, I think, is a safe first round hero. I think a lot of times he's played as a support, right?
Yeah.
But he seems to excel a lot in the tri lanes just because you can set up a hero and force them out of position for a free kill.
Oh yeah. I love watching this hero. Dude, I've been playing position 4 Tiny for over a year, by the way. Hipster Carlo reporting in.
Wow.
There's stream footage of it too. This is actually one of my favorite things to play.
Yeah, I don't blame you actually. I just spam Doom in my games.
Ugh.
I mean, I've been playing Doom for years. It's not my fault he's actually relevant again.
I have, you know what I hate about Doom is I think he's so boring to play, and I have the sickest set for him. I have the ultra rare Warhammer Doom set.
Oh, I want that one.
It makes him look like a space marine, and I have touched the hero like 10 total games.
There's like 2 pieces off that set I actually want, because I have the Evil Geniuses set that has like the giant flaming goat head.
I know which one you're talking about.
And so I love the flaming goat head, and I have the Immortal Gauntlet, but I really want the sword from the Warhammer set. That one is so dope.
It has an alternate style that makes it an axe, and I think it's the only axe cosmetic for Doom.
Wow. There's a halberd, actually. That's like a half an axe. It's really dumb, though, because it's the only weapon that's not on fire. So you just have this weird, super long halberd that isn't on fire.
Doom has some pretty good weapons. I threw a in Twitch chat. I threw a screenshot.
Ooh.
So everyone can see what we're talking about.
Look at this guy being super nice.
Right. This is the only enjoyment I get out of owning a set, because I don't play the hero.
Oh, that's beautiful. Right? That is beautiful.
Right. And this is
back to the draft, though, right? I mean, we can eyeball Doom cosmetics all day. Actually, I kind of just want to keep eyeballing these Doom cosmetics. Wow.
All right, Undying, he is the zoner. The zone controller with Tombstone and the zoner with Decay. That's his role. He can 1v2, just get people out of your lane and allow his lane partner to farm. He like Power Spike is like level 1, and his other Power Spike's like level 3.
Yeah, and then again at like 5. And then at 6, basically, once he has Splash Golem.
And then at 10, he's 10 minutes into the game, he's kind of fallen off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love Undying. I think he's I feel like picking PA into an Undying is not ideal.
You gotta have a Tombstone killer. Also, Coddle might have been a deny pick, because Undying Coddle is an insanely popular and powerful combo.
It is. My worry is if you're running Pangolier Undying in the off lane, you're gonna be getting double decayed, triple decayed on PA here. You're gonna be sitting in lane with like 400 health, and Pangolier is a hero that does a lot of burst damage.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if you
he-
get low enough, you can get bursted down from a swashbuckle shield crash and a soul rip like very
Yeah.
quickly. So that's
Well,
a pretty dangerous lane, I think.
even looking at every hero on Ohio State, one issue they may have is just getting ran at. None of these heroes like getting ran at. Tiny likes
Yeah.
getting ran at when he has Avatos, but after that, he doesn't really actually fight.
Yeah, Lion's not the greatest lane support either. Speaking of which, one of these has to be a core. So is this core Tiny?
Uh,
I just looked at
Yeah,
the lineup
I
and I was
guess,
like, they're
yeah.
not running 3 supports.
Yeah.
So probably a core Tiny,
Tiny.
then. Unless
Very
they're
cool.
doing some crazy old school Lion
Alright.
mid, which seems really bad. Don't do it.
Or super old school Coddle mid.
Okay, so they're expecting it's a Tiny core, hence the Monkey King
Yeah.
pick. So I think that's a
Monkey-
really smart pick up there from UCLA.
I like how Monkey King fits into the draft. Just you pointed out immediately, just like, okay, it's core Tiny. Grab someone who just loves beating on melee heroes in lane. Like, I just
Yeah.
think it's such a cool mechanic that Monkey King. Cool role he fills.
Yeah, Lifestealer would be the other like obvious pick.
Oh yeah, he loves strength heroes, especially high health pool
Yeah,
ones.
because it's literally what Tiny is, right? He's a high health, low armor strength hero, and you can dodge avalanche between the actual procs with rage.
Oh,
So he's
Yeah,
not
that makes
as
sense.
countered anymore by Tiny as he used to be, because
Mhm.
unless he tosses you first, you can get rage off.
yeah. Dang. Well, we're not going to see him today. I'm
Hugna
actually kind of
ban,
happy.
telegraphing an OD potentially from Ohio State.
Ricky.
UCLA, I'd expect them to ban it because it would be pretty good. Okay, they ban
Anti-mage
anti-mage.
event. Ooh.
Wait,
All right, let's see
then
if you
are
were
they
Calvin.
going? Okay, they're going Medusa
Oh, OD.
mid, and they're gonna lock pin OD immediately. Like it has to be. OD's in the pool, right? There's no way you don't pick OD against Medusa.
Would they could even Sniper's not that great.
It's also
I think
great
Sniper's
against.
not Sniper is a tombstone killer and he doesn't have to go into Wukong's command.
You're right. Actually, Sniper or OD are both good.
And
because-
Sniper kills sentry wards. Oh my god, dude, pick Sniper.
Yeah.
And like
I
Pango's gotta
forget
go
that
pretty
hero
deep for
exists
him.
sometimes, but I think you're right. I think this might be a better Sniper game than anything. My
Mhm.
only worry would be Pangolier, because Pangolier
Yeah.
will gap close you no matter what.
He will, but the thing is, I feel actually Ohio State still kind of suffers from they are gonna have issues if they get run at. Like they don't really have a real front line. Unless Tiny's initiating, that's the only time he's in front, and he's not like a
They kind of need a tanky mid hero, almost, is what it feels like.
almost or just someone who can stay in the fight, right? Because like PA is like he's in and out of the fight.
Yeah.
Coddle never wants to go into the fight. Lion is just hits all his buttons and runs away. Tiny's just hits all his buttons and runs away. I guess Tiny stays in a little bit, but
I mean, why ban
We'll
the
see.
Pugna if you're not planning on the OD, though? That's the thing that's questioned. That is
I
like
think-
bizarre to me.
OD could still work. I'm
I mean, at this point, it
Things
doesn't
don't seem
matter
to be
because they
banned,
can't
but-
counter your pick, right? But it's
Yeah.
like, I think what they're probably debating on is whether or not if there is a better hero.
yeah.
I think your
why not?
sniper
We'll
honestly
reserve time.
is. Okay, well, they're gonna go
Miranda.
Mirana.
Now select your heroes.
I mean Marana. That's what I said.
I mean,
Okay, well, cosmetic game out. Let's talk about the draft. Don't talk about cosmetics. How's the Marana pick doing for you?
I don't know. I kind of want to talk about cosmetics.
I want
but-
to talk. Okay, tell me about the cosmetics.
Dude,
I
we got
wanna talk about
2 Arcanas in this game.
Look at that Medusa. I've never seen a set that looks so good.
Yeah, that's the new one. I'm a little disappointed in Monkey King for not having the new Dota Plus Monkey King set as well.
I love that one with the
It's-
mask.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, you can't have it with the Arcana. You can't have the mask with the Arcana. So
What are
yeah, it's really bad. That's like
That's
really
the worst.
unfortunate. But the PA, I love. That's one of my favorite sets that
Yeah.
goes with the Arcana.
you? Yeah, I didn't understand that one at first because I don't have it. And I was like, there's like a different style.
Yeah.
But that one looks so good.
Okay, let's get back to the Marana pick though. Aikster, I think we mentioned him earlier, is going to be playing the Marana.
Arrows can hit zombies, can't they?
I think they can actually.
Oh no.
I'm pretty sure they can. It's like
I think they can hit zombies.
I'm pretty sure you can hook a zombie. You can throw an arrow into a zombie. My biggest concern is if he is going mid lane against the Medusa, if he can shut it down. Or what I think they're gonna do is they're gonna send Phantom Assassin mid and take Aikster to the off lane
Ooh.
to go against Monkey King.
Yeah. I can see that. I think we've been seeing a lot of like lane dancing.
I think they want to put the Mirana against Monkey King. I think that's their best bet.
Yeah, I'm liking that. I think that I think Monkey King's just gonna have a good time, though.
Yeah, we'll see.
For the most part. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and introduce the sides of the teams here. I'll do UCLA, the Bruins. We got Hiffy playing Monkey King. We've got Haka on the Medusa. We've got Jay Pinto playing the Shadow Shaman. Man Sack Pack. I hate that name because I remember how hard it was for me to say it last time we casted them. So Man Sack Pack playing the Undying. And we've got DTC playing the Pangolier.
Okay. Well, let me tell you about Ohio State's lineup, Ricky. Liquid Matt will be doing some... Gonna use a different word than what I was gonna say about his ult. Is gonna be doing some alting.
Yeah, I like it. I like the adjustment there.
Thank you. Ori, on my man Coddle, one of my favorite heroes, who has a very fun laning phase. PA and a gorgeous Arcana is being played by Swamp Donster. I like turtles. Swamp Donster, that's a good name. Tiny, as a core, is being played by Remy D. And Eichster, the MVP, will be on Mirana.
So, we'll...
Might see some action top. Actually, we're gonna see some action bottom. Tiny, going in on Dying once. Already hit the decay, actually, a double decay. Arrow comes out. Oh, it just barely misses. Coddle Wave is gonna connect bottom. We're gonna keep on beating. Huge decay is coming out from Undying right now, 77 damage. Yeah. But he is gonna have to run.
So they just go 2 and 2 on the runes. They don't actually end up getting it. But look at top lane, the two wards placed next to each other.
Ooh, and do they know? Somebody know?
So it is gonna be Aikster in the mid lane. So this Monkey King versus Tiny matchup. It's not terrible because Tiny does have tree grab and does have a little bit of range, but I can't imagine that lane is going to go well for Tiny.
I think Coddle can carry this lane, actually. Blinding Light is amazing versus Monkey King, and I think lane. I essentially think that at one point in Blinding Light could win this lane for him. Also, Coddle provided... Oh, top lane we're going to see...
No, look at Undying.
Undying actually dropped.
He's dead. What happened?
That's a snipe show.
He just took a full Illuminate to the face with like a couple autos and he just died. He didn't regen.
Might have had his decay stacks even fall out from earlier on. But yeah, he just ate that Illuminate. And that's pretty much the Coddle laning phase. You gotta cast Illuminate, do alright. One thing I want to add though is Coddle's Illuminate gives vision. Flying vision. So he can find Monkey King on top of a tree very easily. Yeah,
not to mention Will-O-Wisp being massive deforestation. So if you ever want to, you know, for sure catch him, I don't think people realize how big the AoE is until you see it chop down an entire grove the size of Africa.
Yeah, and there's a double Illuminate again. Oh man, Coddle's having a great time here. But enough about bottom lane. Let's take a look at top. Shadow Shaman went with the minus armor. Shadow Shaman went with Blightstone in his starting build to complement his 76 damage. And you see him chasing Lion out of lane right now. Lion doesn't even want to try and fight this.
Matt's like, I just want this pull, man. Let me have it. Dude, I mean, this is really good support play by Pinto. Bottom lane, is there more engagements going?
Not quite. Shadow Shaman, 2 heroes going for Shadow Shaman. There's the Stifling Dagger. The PA is committing out of lane, missing CS to get a kill right now on Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman might try and go for a deny on the neutral creeps. He is. This is going to be really hard to pull off. They don't do a lot of damage. In fact, he just gives up. They weren't killing him fast enough. He's going to run away. PA wants to get the last hit. Very important. He's actually going to use a salve. Is this going to be what he needs to stay alive?
Great stun by Liquid Matt.
Yeah, impale. As soon as I put my camera back bottom, I saw another Illuminate hit both heroes.
Yep, me too, actually.
Actually, Monkey King is... Monkey King might be in trouble here if they find him. Tiny, oh my god, no. If Dire found Monkey King there, I was pretty sure they would have killed him.
Good BM tree toss there. I dig it.
I like it. Very well played. Another Illuminate hit. Ooh, oh no,
almost dodged it.
I don't think you
can dodge that.
No, Mischief won't work. It does have a pretty large area. So
Pangolier is doing pretty good though. He's doing pretty happy. 11 and 6 so far on CS. He's level 3.
Well, when PA left the lane to kill Shadow Shaman, that's just uncontested Pango farm.
Yeah. He was able to pull the lane back quite a bit too. If you look at lane positioning, it kind of worked out for him.
Ooh, a bit of a fight going up top. Gets the Lion. Wow, very good Pangolier play. He actually just clicked on him. He's gold ranked in Dota+.
This
Very
guy's played him
comfortable with
before
the hero.
with the Pier.
Oh yeah, and you can tell just by watching him play, he's extremely comfortable on it. I think we're going to see some big plays and team fights coming out from our man, DTC.
I hate this pull. I cannot believe that is in the game.
The one bottom lane, yeah, it's ridiculous. Such an advantage. And this is what Monkey King just smacks Tiny. He has to leave. We've seen this, or we expected this from this lane. Shadow Shaman messes up the pull top. The line can't do anything about him because Shadow Shaman hits for 79 damage and reduces your armor.
And
reduces Lion's armor to -1.
Ahead of
Yes.
the attack now, right? It used to be after.
-1 armor on Lion. Like, that's just, oh my god. This is insane.
Just gets by casually like 85 damage per auto from
Yeah.
a Shadow Shaman like that.
Alright, Lion's invisible and he's heading mid lane. However, Medusa's backing out to... Not only does Radiant get the sick pull bottom, they also get a farm a creep camp mid. Medusa's hiding. I think unaware that invisibility rune was picked up. Thinks Lion might have returned top.
Mid lane's pretty even, right?
I think
Akester's actually got a lot of denies now that I look at it.
This is the all-star.
Yeah, this guy, he's just a good player.
I really like how... So Lion's missing, and they don't know what happened to him, and when Medusa's trying to figure out what happened, top lane went under tower and started hitting PA, and I think it made it clear that Lion's got to be middle in Viz, because Medusa played back that whole time. Oh, and there's Lion actually revealing himself now, and getting attacked by Medusa, might actually die. No,
Yeah,
it's not
yes,
gonna get out.
I was like, you're gonna get Mystic Snake. If
He brought the courier back to try and bait him.
Yeah, if he had Mystic Snaked the Satyr in that camp, he gets
Actually
the
got him. We're going to see Undying get the Avic Toss Illuminate combo.
Oof.
Oof.
That is a big death.
Yeah, a Mystic Snake, you want to hit him with the last one.
Yeah.
The last bounce, right? Oh well. Mistake you should only make once.
Well, he's got a sentry in the mid lane now, so he's alright.
Lion's not coming back. This Medusa tail is so nice.
It is
Jeez,
really
even with creeps on him, Mirana with her 8 armor is just pushing Medusa out of lane.
Yeah, Mirana hits really hard. She always has. She's had one of the highest ability gains in Dota 2 for a while.
Oh yeah. So Ohio State's laning phase is going really well. They're like crushing. I think they're doing much better than I expected.
Yeah.
They are doing much better than I expected. They're owning.
Yeah, I did think this bot lane was going to be rough for Ohio State, but Monkey King didn't really crush lane. However, he does have a lot of CS, right? He's 30-9 as opposed to Tiny's 14-4.
But Monkey King was picked to counter the Tiny, and like this is not like this doesn't justify a pick right
He's
now.
coming in.
All right, here we go. There's the Ava. There's the toss. He just kills Monkey King in his own lane. And now they're going to get a last hit on the Tombstone. There's no heal available from Undying. In fact, Tiny's actually going to turn on Undying. He has toss in 3 seconds. Coddle's very fast movement speed with boots. A double decay coming up from Undying. He's going to try and use some damage. Coddle's going to miss this blast, holding it for the full duration. There's a toss and a beatdown from Tiny. They need to hit him just a couple of times. Shadow Shaman shows up. He is chunking the Coddle. Aether Shock will finish the Coddle. Monkey King shows up as Undying dies. There's the Boundless Strike into the Shackle. Tiny gets caught up and beat down.
A little bit too aggressive from Ohio State.
Too aggressive. I think they were quite happy with how the lane was going, and yeah, they extended too far. Pango and PA actually exchanging blows top, both dropping to about half health, and then Pango is going to be the one who's going to continue CSing with shield crash up, making it hard to trade. Lion shows up now, split earth, or spike rather, and then Pango goes straight onto Lion. Pango might be able to kill Lion. No.
Shield crash.
Stifling dagger.
Yeah. Good play by PA there to know to recognize that. Just needs to get the slow.
Yeah. Wow, a lot of fighting. Coddle and Undying. Ridiculous. Oh, they might go on bottom. There's an Illuminate, there's an Avalanche. The toss is not there's a toss late, trying to hold him down. He's gonna heal. Undying heals himself up with Soul Rip. Now Tiny is on the run because the Jingu stacks are up. There they are. Boundless Strike comes out. Tiny's in trouble. Tombstone's gonna drop. Coddle goes for the Tombstone. Doesn't know what to do. Tiny's gonna die under his tower, but a Lion is porting in. Coddle's gonna finish the Tombstone off. Lion's gonna have to stun if they want to fight. In fact, Coddle's running away from him. Here comes Monkey. Misses the Primal Strength. Fantastic job. But the body block from the zombie coming out. Lion is forced to defensively Earth Spike. Meaning there's not really any possibility for a turn here from Ohio State. Coddle actually running into the trees. He is going to get punished for this. He goes for the Blinding Light. Lion is hitting the Undying. Decay here. Boundless Strike connects. Lion saves Coddle once again, and Tiny's here. There's the Ava and the toss. Undying is going to die. Okay. Very
I mean,
drawn
you're
out.
chasing one of the fastest heroes in the game.
With boots.
With Boots Windlace.
On his horse. Yeah.
He may be old, but he's not the one running around.
Oh, yeah. He's got Shadow Fact. Actually, TP coming in mid. Undying might find Coddle. Coddle's just hanging out.
I don't know if I think he saw him run over because of the ward.
Mm-hmm.
But
he just didn't get
he
it.
didn't actually place the ward. Oh, he did actually. He placed it on the other side.
Yeah. Well done. Okay, there's an Abbott bottom. Lion's coming in. Got the stun on Monkey King. There's a toss coming up next. Monkey King's dead. Illuminate from downtown, not quite. Monkey King is not dead. False report.
It barely kept him alive.
He's going to sell right back up. Now, check out the top 4 in last hits. Mirana's leading. That's our player. But the cores from UCLA are
they're owning. The next closest is 10 behind Monkey King. Ooh, there's actually a kill on the PA in the top lane. Oh, he didn't even need to use Rolling Thunder. Just Ether Shock and a Hex, and they just burst him down with 4 points in Swashbuckle and the Shield Crash.
Pango's doing a lot of damage now that he has Javelin.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, the Pangolier has a lot of burst damage, and PA not a high health unit, so...
Reduce is being chased down in the jungle right now.
He's gonna get a kill here. Remy gonna fall.
Monkey King, Tiny's gone. Yeah. In the meantime, the supports were chasing Medusa through the jungle, and they weren't there to help Tiny. Tiny dies because of it.
So Aexir gets mid tower, pretty good.
And PA's forced to jungle. Wards are placed on top, so top's gonna drop.
Yeah, that's 2 towers. This is great map pressure from UCLA. This is really good map pressure. This Mirana though is very scary. Level 9, 66 last hits, 36.
Monkey King hits the boundless strike bottom lane by the secret shop. Lion's gonna hit him with a stun. Tiny has his combo. There's the Avatos. Monkey King looking very low. Illuminate's gonna drop him into execute range. Tiny will punch him in the rear. Take the kill, end the streak, take the money. Let's go. Mirana's here. They're ready to fight.
She has a haste rune. She's just gonna chase down this Undying.
Undying, no mana. He can't do anything. Shrine isn't up. Mirana's just gonna beat him down. What are you gonna do? He's gonna try and go for the deny on the with the centaurs. Lion just drops the Starstorm, then farms the camp. Starfall rather.
Yeah, I mean that's like a really heads up play. You know, he got the haste rune. He's like, yeah, they can't run from me. I'm just gonna get a free kill. Then we can push tower now.
Exactly. Shadow Shaman top.
They gotta be careful. Actually, they might. I don't think they're gonna lose the tier 2 top, but it's gonna take a lot of damage here.
Yeah, so they know Shadow Shaman doesn't
clear that
have
next wave immediately.
And I like how they're just leaving the off lane here, continue pushing, making sure PA. They're like doing exactly what they want to do in lane, but it's not in lane. They're pressuring the tower, making sure PA can't farm. Unfortunately, Shadow Shaman doesn't have wards for another half minute.
Alright, they forwarded the catapult. I was wondering if they were going to. Great play.
Nice. Ton of pressure. Now we see Rolling Thunder come out. Misses on PA. No, it's going to get her on the backside. Shackles are going to come out after the Aether Shock. There's the Will-O-Wisp. Going to break the Shackles. They're going to be able to fight under tower with armor buff as well. Coddle gets caught by Pango, but a Moonlight Shadow is keeping them both alive. Underneath tower, Shadow Shaman can run. Moonlight Shadow is going to end here. PA will kill him with the Stifling. Pango running for the Swashbuckle out. He's getting very low and they have vision on him. Now, PA managed to finish off Shadow Shaman. And with an Impale, looks like Pango's gonna die. He has a Swashbuckle up. There we go. Dagger from downtown takes him out.
I would have liked it. I think he kind of knew he was gonna die there. I would have liked him to just maybe try and get the kill on the Coddle. Just a little constellation prize. But overall, I mean, they got a lot of damage on the tier 2. They made a lot of space for their Medusa, who is struggling quite a bit right now.
And PA got both last hits, actually. That might have been the ideal outcome.
That is the best outcome for Ohio State, for sure. A hero that really struggled in the lane phase.
Oh, yeah. Her items versus, like, Monkey, example.
Yeah, I mean, she's almost 1,000 net worth behind the Monkey King, 800 right now. So, not the best start for her, but she recovers.
She can catch up. And now, what's Monkey King's item build going? He's going to go for Maelstrom. Actually, okay, so that can help him fight and help him farm. Yeah. He still is going to suffer from being fragile, but he's going to have the damage output with that. Actually, you know what? Echo Saber's so important on this hero. Do you ever go it first?
A lot of times I go Echo Saber first on Monkey King. The problem is if you do go that build, you need to assume that your team's going to be fighting. And I don't know
that's definitely not a farming build. Okay, Lion gets hexed up mid, going for a really aggressive stun. He's going to double stun the supports, but the Boundless Strike's going to get him right back. Jingu, Monkey King just won. Like, Monkey King just beat Lion down in the time it took him to impale and run away.
Yeah, that is...
Spike and run.
A lot
and
of
now
damage.
mid tower under pressure. I don't know if Shadow Shaman's going to commit wards here. They do see, or rather UCLA sees Mirana bottom. Now 3 people teleporting in, fortification out. Yeah, they dropped the wards. Illuminate is going to start pushing the creeps back. However, this tower's going to drop low with the wards. PA, Lion, and Coddle all in. Killing the wards right away. Get off her tower. They're going to be able to defend this.
That's a great response there from Ohio State. If they don't have all their heroes there, specifically Pangolier, there's no way they can take a fight under their tower. Pangolier is the only way that they could make like a deep initiation.
Yeah, he's so mobile. I'm still waiting to see a bit more fancy stuff from him. He's going for Blink Dagger, actually. That's a very fancy item.
Pangolier is? Nice.
Yeah.
Tiny's almost got one too, actually. So they're both very close.
So both teams are about to get a lot more mobile, and we'll see much more killing pressure.
Yeah, these 2 offlaners will be a lot more fun to watch.
And now here's the thing. Tiny has a Moonlight Shadow to work with.
True.
That's going to give him a huge advantage. That's really awesome for Tiny. Because this is pretty much his best power spike right around now. He's going to start maxing out Toss as well as Avalanche. He has a Blink Dagger. He's just going to kill someone every fight. He can probably kill the Shadow Shaman at the beginning of every fight.
Tiny, he might be getting found here. I'm surprised he hasn't just like buy the dagger.
There's the Blink Dagger. Doesn't get a blink out. There's the dust. He's caught. Tombstone down. Shackles up. Arrow is going to connect and save Tiny. No, it's not. He's still going to die. But in the Avalanche and the Arrow stun, Brandon's going to finish. Shadow Shaman turn his attention to Undying and a finger. That's just fingered early on. Just does so much damage. Just eliminated Monkey King. Rolling Thunder coming out, but to no avail. Pango actually goes in deep with the Swashbuckle, but it's not going to hit. PA sneaks out with her Blur. Lion wants to go back in. He's running 2 cores away, so they're terrified of him.
He already used
Ohio
fingers,
State
so it's a little surprising.
Yeah, I think UCLA just has to assume that Ohio State is behind Lion. It's the only way he would run in.
Rana played that fight so well.
She knows how powerful she is.
Yeah, perfect hit arrow on the Shaman, right? He's standing still, but knowing that he's the best arrow target just because you can eliminate him from the fight, and then once that happens, there's no crowd control left to stop him from just...
Yeah, they're not stopping Mirana.
Just like pumping damage into this enemy team. So it sets up basically 3 kills.
And check out net worth right now. Mirana's looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's amazing how much gold 39 denies turns into.
39 denies and just walking into a team fight and crushing 2 supports right out the gate.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at last hits, right, she's 94, Medusa's at 115, but there's like a substantial gold difference and level difference from the laning stage just because of 39 denies. And those denies are all from the laning stage. Yeah. So it's a big deal.
It is. Now, after the early Maelstrom, which is going to help fight and farm, Mirana is going straight into a BKB, so she can't be locked down. I think that's going to cause a lot of chaos in fights, especially with the Tiny blinking in with her.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think this BKB is a great pickup. She needs to be able to kind of carry her team here in the mid game because they're struggling a little bit.
Yeah. Well... I don't know. There's Tiny's blink reveal. Monkey King about to drop. Pango goes right in on Tiny with a lot of damage coming up, but a huge stun from Lion is going to set up for a kill on Monkey King, and Pango and Shadow Shaman pursuing below on health. Lion turns around for the Hex, barely survives the Soul Rep. The Dagger is not going to crit, and we're going to see Mirana caught out as she turns around to kill a Pango. Now the Avalanche comes out again. It's going to hit the whole team, and then all of UCLA is just going to be popped up.
God.
No deaths from Ohio State.
5-0.
I don't think they're struggling in the team fights too bad. Looking classy.
Okay, that was such a great play by Ohio State. They have the deep ward right there on the tower, so they see the TP initiate, or they see the TP, immediate blink initiation sets up a free kill on the Monkey King. But Akester's idea to just kind of bait himself on that high ground sets up another blink initiation, a 2-man earth spike, and there's nothing left at that point. Your team's just melting under that pressure.
The accuracy of Ohio stuns is like 600%. They're just hitting everybody, and like that was the first 2 times Tiny. Oh, speaking of Tiny, here he is. Aether Shock shackled on top of the fountain. Pango's coming in. Oh no, Tiny rolling thunder, bounce it off the stairs. Here we go again. Avalanche is going to come out, but so is the Pango. Bye-bye.
Yeah, that was a little interesting decision to go back up there.
And I was trying to praise him, and then he goes and does that.
Oh, come on, man.
The first 2 blinks of his blink dagger were like dream initiations. Just 3-man avalanche. First one hits the Monkey King, drops him low. Second one is a 3-man avalanche that turns the team fight. And then he runs to their shrine by himself.
Yeah. A little questionable. Yeah, they get the D-ward. I was assuming they were going to go D-ward that. They dropped the sentry, but we're busy killing Tiny, so...
Yep. He's going Echo Saber, which I love. So that's just going to add more damage to the initial burst. His role is to blink in, hit all of his buttons, and turn the tide of the fight, or start the fight a man up.
Yeah, I think we talked about this in the draft, right? UCLA's team is surprisingly very squishy.
Yeah.
And a Tiny that gets a decent blink initiation can probably eliminate 1 to 2 heroes right off the bat.
Oh, and we're going to see a Monkey King show mid here. No. Nope, not going to show, actually.
I know people are going to flame me for calling them squishy. Undying is a squishy hero unless he has stacks. But
bottom lane, actually. We're going to see it illuminate, kill Shadow Shaman, and a finger kill Pango. Line him up, knock him down. Ohio State, the Miranda just takes the tower. Oh my god,
Ori
Ohio
with
State.
just the double kill illuminate. Those heroes, I could have sworn I saw them in the bot lane for a moment.
Yeah,
but I don't know what happened.
Why did they not defend? Monkey King's going to use his Wukong's command, standing on top of Mirana. Mirana leaps out, Tiny blinks in. Mischief in the Avatos is going to keep Monkey King alive, and Tiny will die on the back line. Undying's chasing Mirana. I don't think he's going to be able to kill him, though.
Dusted up,
Stifling Dagger, PA out of nowhere. Undying is alive long enough to drop Tombstone. Just kidding, Tombstone's all he needs to get away.
We talked about it earlier, how you can arrow a zombie, and that actually saved Undying's life right there.
Is that okay? Confirmed. Ouch. Mechanism on Coddle. Gone are the days where Aghanim Scepter was the build.
Or just Force Refresher, now that Will-O-Wisp shared the activation time.
I miss old Coddle, Ricky.
Oh,
old
I know
Coddle
you do.
was way more fun. Even if, I mean, Mana Burn or Mana Leak was pretty insane. I can admit that. But just Spirit Form, for the sake of casting Illuminate, just bring that back, please. It just feels awful to have your hero stand still for 5 seconds.
Yeah, I would say in fights, you're just like, all right, well, I used 2 of my spells. I'll just stand here.
Yeah, it's
really awkward,
it's
man.
just disgusting. I like the circle here. They're now drawing the circle. This is, if you go into this area, you die.
Yeah, I like that mentality, really. You know, PA being like, we can assert dominance on this area of the map.
This part of the map is ours.
Team's like, dude, you just circled the whole map. He's like, yeah, dude, well, I don't know, like, what's the problem?
Exactly.
Oh, they actually scout
Arrow is
Pango,
going
that
to
arrow.
scout Pango. Here we go. Pango's going to roll his thunder. He gets avalanched and tossed, and he doesn't even finish spinning in his shell because he's dead.
Great play there. I mean, he just Tiny, ready to go.
This is like when you first pick a Tiny. This is what you want to have happen. This is the game. You just get your blink very quick. You kill everybody.
All right, what do you think item-wise? What do we want to see here coming out? Tiny just finished Echo Saber. It's almost completed. PA has his Deso. Did Mirana get BKB? It's literally on the courier. So I think timing-wise, Ohio State looking really good right now with the items that they just got.
Lion's going to get blink as well. He doesn't have it queued up, but he has the money for it.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why else. So he would save that much. So with Moonlight Shadow especially, yeah, he just picked it up. With Moonlight Shadow especially, Ohio State is like guaranteed the easiest initiation of all time, every fight. They are going to have no problem finding UCLA with their blink daggers and their mobility. I think we're about to see Ohio State just slaughter UCLA in a fight. And
yeah, I think the next
actually,
team
you're just going right in. Like they just hit every item. Well, what do we have on UCLA? Is there any big items coming out?
Mingler got a Vanguard.
Vanguard. Undying has nothing. Undying's getting boots brought out to him.
Yeah, he's at 900 net worth. He's not the happiest
Poor
guy in the world. Medusa did finish Yasha and Manta. So she's got Manta, gonna go Scotty, but looks like Monkey King also opting for a Manta.
Okay. Monkey King's looking at Tiny right now. Looking juicy. Monkey King
There's no way he goes for this.
Yeah.
This is, if he does, that's pure suicidal. Actually, bot lane. Ori just
Monkey
hiding
just got
around.
pinged. They found him. Actually, Tiny's gonna... Oh, what the heck? Is Tiny gonna find him? Boundless Strike missed. Tiny? They know where he is. Blink, Ava. No. They saw him for a second. Tiny gets the stun. It's gonna miss, actually. The jump will go through. Something's going on bottom lane. Rolling Thunder on Caudle. Caudle just outmaneuvers them. And Roshan drops his PA. So, of all the fights going on, only the PvE one ends up with a casualty.
Yeah, the one where they're fighting a neutral is the only one that was worth watching.
The players are just too slippery.
Yeah. I mean, this is pretty much what you expect from a PA that goes Deso Vlads, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's why you do it. And the team fight is great because you can win the fight and take the towers easily.
Ori on this Caudle does not mind just sitting here trading farm with Pangolier because he's a support and he's as farmed now as your offlaner.
Oh yeah, and Blink Dagger, 410 movement speed, or not Blink Dagger, Force Staff, and 410 movement speed, it's very hard to catch him and kill him.
Yeah.
As well as he can Blinding Light and worst case scenario Will-O-Wisp. He just puts, look how much pressure he just puts on this lane, making space. I like how PA's in the jungle and Caudle's just out in lane too. They know who the real core is.
Division, but Monkey King's still just chilling.
Yeah, Monkey King can push quick with the Maelstrom, but I think Ohio State can take a fight easily. And there it is, bottom. 2 blinks in, 3 stuns. We're going to see the wards drop in the shackles, and Dying is going to die. Miranda goes right into the BKB. She's taking so much damage. She might actually fall right now. Yes, she will. Tiny on the backside, getting hit by the Rolling Thunder, stunned in range of all of the auto attacks coming out. And we're going to see Tiny die as well. Now Rolling Thunder with Blink Dagger is going to catch a PA. Lion is here, draining mana. Monkey King's going to leap onto him. He's beating Lion down, gives him the Boundless Strike, but unfortunately he's stunned up. Lion's running away with a small amount of health and blinks out, and Monkey King dies for that. We also see Lion end up dying.
Yeah, Lion got killed by the Mystic Snake bounce.
Unfortunate. Now PA, no, they're not going to be able to catch her. That is not the fight Ohio State was looking for.
Yeah, that was a weird dive.
I have to eat my words here. I thought Ohio State, I mean, they really wanted that initiation. They wanted it so bad they took a poor one.
Yeah, I don't know. That seemed really bizarre to just dive under the tower like that and go for the kill, especially when you don't have an initiation onto the Medusa, and underestimating the damage output of Medusa is pretty odd.
Yeah, when Miranda didn't even get her BKB off until she was at half HP, and at that point she's committed to fight, or she's committed to fight, and yeah, Medusa just didn't care. BKB or not, Medusa just clicked her down.
She realized she's like, oh, there's only 3 heroes here. I'm just gonna pop Mask of Madness and just lay into him. You know, right? She just stands still and becomes a turret.
Yeah, she's doing some damage and very close to Scotty.
Yeah, I mean she's top of net worth now. After that
would you think we're going to see a Diffusal on Mirana? No, Butterfly coming up.
Oh, they just...
Mirana does have the Mana Break talent. Okay, here we go. On top of Mirana, or Medusa, made a Boundless Strike's going to hit everyone in the Jingu's command, but the Will-O-Wisp is going to come out from Caudle. We're going to see Lion fall. Medusa's still very low. She falls. In the Stone Gaze, a Blinding Light is going to get another Will-O-Wisp hit on Shadow Shaman, who will die in the middle of all of Ohio State. Tiny is looking for Monkey King. He blinked in. In the cover of Moonlight Shadow, Ohio State's going to... go for the T2.
Ohio State's like, all right, let's try this again, guys. My bad. We'll actually smoke. Go for a real fight
and kill a real hero, Medusa, instead of Undying. Pretty much on the opposite ends.
That was interesting. So I mean, they're going to be able to push mid here. They have the Desolator and Tiny, so they should be able to get this mid racks.
Yeah, they're playing a little bit scared. Pango can put a lot of damage out, as you see there with the Swashbuckle. Still hitting the tower. There's also Crimson Guard on the tower. Illuminate's pushing bottom wave to put more pressure on UCLA, but it looks like Ohio State's going to be forced to back. They won the fight, but with not enough power to finish off a tier 3.
Interesting. I would have really expected them to try and force the buyback at least. I think if you show up with 5 heroes on the high ground there, you might be able to.
Yeah. I think, well, I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, it's alright though. Mirana's pushing top in with it, so... they're putting some pressure at least somewhere on the map.
And yeah, bottom lane's getting pushed out everywhere. Alright, all heroes have grouped up from UCLA in the bot lane. They want to make a move on Mirana. Their smoke is going to pop. The Hex comes out. I think Mirana is dead unless she gets a BKB. There's the Shackles. Before it ends, Mirana will fall. Yeah. 70 seconds out of the game. No Roshan available.
There's 2 good wards here. Kind of just track your movement the whole time.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, Mirana was... she was done for. No way she's getting out. Now every hero on Ohio State heading out to their bottom lane for the most part. PA's still mid. Medusa's stuck at home. Everyone on UCLA have a TP scroll? Yes, they do. Okay, we might see a big
actually next item on Pango. I love it. Like you need it for Phantom Assassin, obviously, but
and it's
the
great
procs
synergy
on
with Swashbuckle.
Yeah, exactly. The procs on Swashbuckle are like very significant, and they're gonna drop wards for the tier 2, so that should be able to
Okay,
hit
so
PA, TPing
Ohio State's the team TPing home, going to the shrine. So they want to take a battle here, and there is vision. They know what's going on. We're going to see Pango blink out. Lion's looking to start a fight. Blinks up, misses. Doesn't get Monkey King, although he knows it's TPing. Will-O-Wisp is going to miss. Avalanche is too late. Okay.
That's what I was talking about. Look at the trees. Where did they go?
Yeah. However, it was just an incorrect guess.
Yeah. It's interesting, too, because they actually scanned the Monkey King on the left side of the lane there, and he threw the Willow on top, so I'm pretty sure that was a mistake.
It might have just been Caudle. Caudle didn't see, and his team might have been screaming, like, he's in the trees.
Yeah, he's like, I'll throw the Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah, I got him.
I got him, guys. Mirana going for the Butterfly as their next item.
Oh, here we go. Moonlight Shadow. They making a move?
They're going to be walking right under some enemy vision. They see the smoke, and they have a sentry there. So they're going to return to their base immediately.
Yeah. Well, map control being taken over even more by Ohio as they turn that smoke into a warding mission. Is Lion going to catch? No. So Lion, although smoked, there still is an observer for UCLA in their top jungle.
Yeah, Monkey King heads bottom with this knowledge and should be able to get a tier 1 tower. Not the fastest tower pusher, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Alright,
okay.
tier 3 might be under siege here.
Let's
There's actually
go.
3 heroes from UCLA
Tiny
bottom
low on
right now.
mana. Tiny very low on mana.
Oh,
and
now
Mystic Stakes, yeah.
out of mana.
He does have a soul ring. And Caudle's not there to chakra. He's gonna go creep cut. He's gonna miss this wave though, unfortunately. He just wanted to get a ward up.
Looks like UCLA is actually pretty content with splitting pushing this, because they have Pangolier here. They didn't see him go into the trees. They're feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful here. Ooh, arrow.
Arrow will
Swinging
not
nice.
connect.
Aches
Fortify
is
from
just
Dire. Going in. Yeah, that forces the TP back. Tier 3 has fallen, and we're going to see a retreat from Ohio. They might, if they're going to take this fight, they're going to do it under their vision. Problem is,
they open up
UCLA
shrines
has
with
vision
that,
here too.
which is really important. This is going to take away a lot of vision and team fight potential here on the top side of the jungle.
Yeah, oh god, Tiny is owning with the Echo Saber.
Yeah, and the Desolator too. He just hits buildings so hard.
Did Echo Saber? No, still no Echo Saber on Monkey King.
Yeah, he went for Manta. Now he's going to BKB.
I've just always felt as that's like a mandatory item on him. It has insane synergy with Jingu, but more importantly, it makes your Wukong's command actually a spell.
He went Manta, I'm assuming, to purge the blind, but like, I don't know why you wouldn't just get a BKB and then build a good, like a better damage item, you know?
Yeah,
Because he has to get a BKB no matter what.
Yes.
So it just seems like he's
agree
doubling up for one item.
Wukong's command just doesn't feel good without Echo Saber because you just walk out of it. Any hero can get out of it. When you have Echo Saber, only mobility items and spells will get you out of it because Echo Saber just keeps you locked down.
Both shrines down. That's what they wanted.
Ohio State. They might wait for the last Roshan before pushing. 50
Yeah.
seconds.
Angolier mid lane. Ooh,
you know,
good blink
blinks.
out.
He knows. He's quick. Undying. Still looking to finish Arcane Boots. Poor guy. Caudle's just been sitting bottom lane all game. What's his CS at now? Caudle, 170. He's actually 30 behind Monkey King, just because he's been sitting in lane blasting creeps for so long.
He's just trading farm with Monkey King, because Monkey King goes to side push, or Pangolier goes to side push, and then you just put Keeper of the Light there.
Yep.
I always forget Blinding Light actually does damage.
Oh, I actually didn't even know that.
Alright, PA just finds a quick kill onto the Undying in the jungle there. Just an easy crit. Easy kill. Not worth a ton of money, but it's something.
Yeah, I mean, you'll take it. Well, with that, Roshan has spawned. It's been pinged out by our MVP.
They have this one ward here actually in the mid that could spot a rotation into the Roshan. And it looks like it's going to do that exactly, so they should be able to ping this out.
Except their positioning, they're nowhere near. And Roshan's falling quick, already below 1/4 of his health missing.
Yeah, PA gets
Half
a couple crits
HP.
here and it's just dead. And then I'm going to try and fight it. That's interesting. I thought with like a Monkey King Pangolier, this is like a wet dream for them to fight in this pit.
No, that is a fantastic location to fight. Jingu and Rolling Thunder are extremely potent there. Okay, well, the Aegis has been picked up by PA, and who's holding the cheese? Mirana, I assume? Yep, Mirana has it in her backpack, keeping it later for lunch.
Putting Aegis on PA is definitely the best move. You just want her to frontline the high ground push, not have to pop BKB. So she's just going to chill there.
Yep, and would she pick up the level 20? Armor Pierce, right, because Triple Dagger is at 25 now. Okay, going top lane. PA leaving up.
Look at your buildings disappear.
Bye-bye. Wards are dropped. Okay, they just wait those out. Very
push
early
a different lane. I don't think they mind. They're just gonna rotate mid.
Very, very early commitment. Not looking good for UCLA. Ohio State is already up with Aegis and Cheese, and now they're also up in Ultimate. PA gonna walk right in, eats the Mystic Shake, goes onto the Undying, kills a Will-O-Wisp on everybody. Earth Spike is gonna keep them there. Now there's a BKB from Monkey King sends out the Wukong Cement, but his team is just melting. Pango has to buy back. Shadow Shaman is dead. Medusa is dead. Medusa buybacks. They're still fighting underneath the Will-O-Wisp. Now we're gonna see Tiny fall. 3 buybacks already out on UCLA, and now with the Moonlight Shadow, Ohio State's gonna back up, but Rolling Thunder is doing what it does, holding everyone down. We're gonna see Mirana drop from the Aether Shock. Unable to even eat the cheese.
Right
they have
found
Coddle. They don't have any way to stop them. They miss. Now. Another retreat.
That Will-O-Wisp set up a full duration arrow onto Medusa, and without Stone Gaze, their fight just falls apart.
Oh yeah, there's no way to keep them where they want them, except for Shackles. Actually, Monkey King's hungry. At half health, he's chasing down a Lion. Lion doesn't have Finger, though. Oh, he sees a PA. Are they going to go for this? There's a Boundless Strike.
No way. She still has Aegis. You can't commit to it.
Yeah, she's like, what's going on? Pango, if he gets stunned, they could go on him. Nope, blink out. Well done. All right, getting very cocky. UCLA. Feeling aggressive. PA's going to go in and fight on top of her Shrine immediately. First hit disarmed. Now is Scotty. Here comes the Boundless Strike. No, it's on cooldown because it was used earlier. They found PA. PA's looking for the blink. PA gets the blink and she's getting out. Boundless Strike is going to connect but not finish her. Pango misses the swashbuckle. Gets stunned. Turning on Pango. We're going to see Lion potentially die here in the Ghost Shroud. No, he gets a stun off. Stone Gaze is wasted. BKB is used. And Rolling Thunder. The Rolling Thunder blinks in but doesn't catch anyone. This is not looking good for UCLA. Fantastic play, TPing out, but now Medusa is caught. There's going to be a bash. Of course there's going to be a bash from PA. She tries to turn, but this time Medusa's not the one doing the damage. So Ohio State, no buyback. Ricky Medusa is out for 110 seconds. Ohio State, they're all just A-clicking on the Ancient right now, right?
That was absolute worst case scenario. They didn't kill the PA. They commit 2 different ultimates. And then you die back on your Medusa because of a bash from a dagger.
When you put it that way, it's almost comical how poorly that went for UCLA.
That could not have gone worse.
They just, for nothing, they just ran to the other side of the map, hit all their buttons, and died.
Well, man, as much as we're laughing, I'm sure UCLA is not. So we'll see if they can defend the high ground here. It seems pretty
Guard is going to buy a lot of time, but the Lion teleported. Oh, another fantastic Will-O-Wisp right by the tier 4s. Undying drops a defensive tombstone. Just get out, trying to keep the team away from his racks. Shackle on Coddle, but after a full duration,
goes deep.
Able to back out. Oh no, just drops. Rasta Shaman. Lion is here, and now the Finger is going to finish off Pango. Tiny on the backside gets his combo on Monkey King. Monkey King uses BKB, but has no ult. PA does not care. There's the Jingu Mastery. PA is going to try and kill him through it looks like. Monkey King staying alive with the insane amount of armor it provides, but unable to lock down PA because there's no slow attached to it. Now Undying's being Undying is eliminated, deleted from the game. A buyback from Monkey King. He's the only one alive. A buyback available from Undying. But right now, UCLA's base is at the mercy of Ohio State as we go through the playoffs. Ohio State looking strong, about to take the first game of a best-of-3 series.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing a Monkey King can do right here. He has no ultimate, he has no BKB. you're against so much crowd control and so much physical damage that he's essentially just sitting in a tree watching as everything he loves falls to the ground.
Yep, that is very well said. I love the Mega Creep sound, by the way.
Yeah, that
like,
new horn. Oh god, another arrow on the Medusa.
An arrow, an Illuminate, a PA, a Tiny. Medusa's going to get her ult off, though. It might buy her some time. Bound the Strike's going to lock down the Mirana. Medusa gets healed up from Undying, and Tombstone's drop Mirana. It kills Medusa very quickly, and then a double Earth Spike will lead to a double kill on Monkey King and Undying. Ohio State is feeling fantastic after this game, and they have momentum going into game 2. Ohio State, Ricky. I don't know, man. What do you want to say about this team?
Dude, they look so good. I think we talked about how it looked on paper that they were not going to do super well in the laning phase, and then somehow come out of it, not top in necessarily last hits, but really good overall
they
in
held
experience and in net worth. And
they essentially nullified the monkey pick that looked as though it was picked to be a lane winner.
Yeah,
and a lane where he should have had an advantage. It did not feel like he had an advantage.
Yeah, it's overall, I mean, Ohio State just played really well around the map and got a couple like really crucial kills. They played around their item timings is something that we mentioned as well. So
the tiny blink reveal ×2 for the team fight win.
It was just really good team play. So we'll see. UCLA down but not out. They've got a game or two to try and put this one back in their favor. So we'll see what happens. And what do you want to see from UCLA?
I you know what, Ricky? I want to see more Ohio, because keep in mind, Ohio we didn't get to see in the playoffs. They went against the champions, the hottest team in Dota in the first round, and were eliminated. They didn't get any games until now, and this is what they're going to show up with. I mean, they came to play, man, and they're feeling it after that. They have the momentum. What I want to see from UCLA is them not roll over and die and put up a fight, because Ohio State looks good. They are terrifying.
Yeah, I think that's entirely accurate. So we'll be back in just a little bit. Don't go too far. We're going to be jumping into...
Don't go anywhere.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know why I keep saying don't go too far. Glue yourself to your chair, because you're not allowed to leave. We're going to be right back in just a few minutes with game number 2 between UCLA and Ohio State University. Stay tuned.
See you guys soon.
Hello, everyone. We're back. Game number 2 between Ohio State University and the UCLA Bruins. Carlo, how you feeling?
I am feeling good. I don't think I'm feeling as good as Ohio State is, though, after their victory in Game 1.
Oof. Yeah, Ohio State looked so good. And I think you talked about it, right? We just want to see this Ohio State team play to their potential. A team that we barely even got to see in the Winter Invitational since they went against the number 1 seed Stony Brook. So I'm excited to follow this team. I think they have a lot of potential.
Yeah, and it'll be nice to actually see them play. And if this is their real true first appearance, and there it is again.
The first tiny.
Like, think about it though. That was their first pick, right? So that's a hero you have to expect is going to see some counterplay from the opposing team's draft, and his game was amazing. So if that's what you're going to get from a first pick tiny, I agree completely. First pick tiny again in Game 2.
Yeah, and we talked about this hero being flexible, and in any draft at any time, a flexible first pick is so important. A hero that is good nonetheless, but still flexible. In last game, they played the tiny as a core. UCLA realized that by the 4th pick, and they go for a counter pick, and it didn't pay off. Wow, that's
tiny support.
That's a really bold pick.
Yes,
Lion. Okay, so they liked the Lion. They did well with Lion.
Does Enrage purge Viper Strike?
I don't know. I don't think it does. I don't think anything purges Viper Strike.
I'm gonna double check right now. Because Viper's been really popular lately, and like I see Ursa, and I'm like, yo, get the slow.
Yeah, Viper's actually just the best mid laner in the game. So they kind of trade supports. The UCLA had Shadow Shaman last
Cannot be
game.
dispelled.
Yeah, okay. I was like, I don't think Viper Strike's purgeable.
Yeah.
So UCLA had Shadow Shaman last game. Am I correct?
Yes, you are.
I think it was Pinto playing it, and then Ohio State had the Lions. They switched supports here.
Ooh, the old support
The good old
swap.
switcheroo.
Now,
the
check out the
Ursa.
push.
Oh, go ahead.
I want to check out the push now because I always mention Shadow Shaman can push but doesn't telegraph pushing. Shadow Shaman and Tiny are two heroes that can push, and they're looking to be both supports on Ohio State. They have the ability to knock down some towers, is what I want to say.
They could still technically run the Tiny as a core. They might.
Yep.
They might do it.
I'm concerned about the Ursa, especially without Crakey exterior, the Ursa counter.
Yeah, oh my god, that was so dumb. That was the dumbest ability in Dota, actually.
You mean the best ability in Dota?
You just like go for an initiation on a Tiny and get first hits. You just like first stun yourself on an auto, and you're like, yeah, this is balanced. Goat pierces BKB.
And the stun applies before the auto attack hits.
Yeah, so you're just like, oh, cool. I can't pick any melee hero in Dota against a Tiny. Very cool, Valve. Very cool.
Do not see a problem with that.
Nothing wrong here. Working as intended.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, it was a funny. It made for funny games, but it was not balanced. It was too much RNG.
I think it's hilarious, and that's all that matters in the game of Dota. What were you going to mention about the line, I believe?
I was going to say the Ursa is a bold pick. And the reason being is because we don't know yet if Tiny is going to be core. If you go off last game's information, you can assume that it is. But if it's not a core, your Ursa might not have like the kind of going off Ursa game that you would expect. So it could backfire picking the Ursa right away like that. Yeah,
it is a tough pick to pull off in the first round. Tusk, I love this hero, and he has two ways to interrupt Shackle. He has the snowball save, and that's BKB piercing stun with Walrus Punch. Always a good pick. Has to be really careful not to mess up his Ursa though with ice shards. A misplaced ice shards could really hurt an Ursa's team fight.
Yeah, that would be really unfortunate. You just block off your Ursa from a kill.
Ursa's extremely susceptible to being kited.
I like UCLA's draft so far because I think Ursa has a lot of potential. I would be very surprised if Ohio State play the Tiny as a core again and don't just pick around this Ursa because you know it's going to be a core, either a 2/1/2 or a 3.
I agree. They have the Shadow Shaman and Tiny can do a lot of damage to an Ursa. Even with the ways that UCLA has to break shackles, shackling an Ursa is not a spell you can have go full duration. UCLA cannot allow shackle to go full duration on Ursa. They have to respond with one of their interrupts. So so every time shackle hits on Ursa, it's forcing a spell out of UCLA, and Tiny has no problem just throwing Ursa back out of the fight if he blinks in.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of tools at their disposal to use the that just aren't too favorable in favor of the Ursa. And also, I think it's very easy to pick 3 cores that aren't going to be scared of Ursa.
Yeah. Talk about the bans, though, because we took out Razor and CK. The Razor... okay, they go for the Coddle. Again. Wait.
So, core Tiny.
Yeah, Ori, again, going to be playing Coddle most likely, and I mean, he crushed it last game.
Yes, he did. Now, Coddle is kind of difficult to play against Tusk. Coddle does have a high movement speed, but it's pretty easy for Tusk to catch the Coddle.
Yeah, that's true.
10 seconds remaining.
I think Tusk is going to have a good time.
Shards provide vision inside of the shards, right? Just not around it anymore. Yes. So you can, if he catches Coddle in the trees,
he knows. To it. Yeah. And then getting on top of Coddle with Tag Team feels great. Although Tag Team did get nerfed, Coddle might be fast enough to get away.
Yeah, I think he is.
Night Stalker. Ooh. I have never felt good about this pick. I think I've seen it lose every game I've seen it in since 7.20.
Yeah, it's a hero that has very specific timings, and I don't know, man. It seems really odd that you would pick... Okay, they're just taking PA again. Yeah,
they're just picking the same heroes pretty much. And judging by last game, Ohio State knows exactly what they want to do with these heroes. Very easy, something that punishes melee is what I would expect to see from Ohio State. last. They could even... Could they just take Medusa again? They don't really care about it against
10
Lion.
seconds remaining.
Well,
5 seconds remaining.
UCLA picked the Medusa last game.
Right, yeah,
right?
right.
But they have last pick this time, whereas
Mhm.
Ohio State had last pick. So this could
Yeah.
be better for them. They could get a little bit of a easier mid matchup.
Mm-hmm. Something they need something they can fight. Ohio State needs something they can fight because Ursa and Night Stalker are going to get on top of it, whatever it is.
So the Pugna's banned again. I think if you're Ohio State, you just want something to shove lanes with, right? You have a very pushing lineup. OD's banned. So, I mean, something like... I mean,
Dragon Knight,
heroes
maybe?
that push, Dragon Knight, Visage, and...
Visage would be sick.
Yeah, Visage could be pretty
Visage
good.
would
It's
be
good
so
against
good
Ursa.
this game. Visage would be amazing, and it owns Tusk on Snowball. He just runs in to get stunned. Night Stalker the same, runs in to get stunned. He does great against
10
Ursa.
seconds remaining.
Yeah.
I think Dragon Knight could be okay, but Dragon
5
Knight might have
seconds
problems against
remaining.
Ursa.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they're gonna go for a Visage here. Either
I would
Visage
love that.
or the only other like really big pushing hero that can kite would be like maybe a Lina, because you can go a Yules and set up a lot of kills and a lot of dodges.
Mm-hmm.
But
Could work.
I'm be afraid that Lina would be too squishy against like an Ursa Night Stalker if they manage to get ahead. And Visage doesn't have that issue.
Team pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, Ricky. Hello.
All right, good hero.
I mean, you got to have a Visage player too, and I
I
love
mean,
Visage
I don't
players.
doubt Aikster plays that.
The Aegster Visage. This is going to be an honor to watch.
But UCLA, I mean, what do you pick against a Visage in the mid lane? Like, I see that hero and I get immediately demoralized.
Right?
Right? Like, that's a hero that I'm like, oh no, I hate playing against him. So what do you think? What's the response here from UCLA?
I was going to say Zeus, but then Tiny's just going to have a heyday, and PA is not too scared of PA and Zeus just kill each other.
Yeah.
I
was gonna say sniper. Dang it! I should have said
should
it.
have said it, and it's also a bird killer. So
Yeah,
annoying.
I was gonna say
This
I think the best one is sniper.
Sniper against Tiny and against PA, and potentially a blink on Rasta Shaman. I mean, it makes sense both ways, but I think when we go like Sniper will do well in lane, and you'll be able to see his potential in the mid game. But there's also so much potential for him to just fail in the mid game when Blink is online, on Tiny, potentially on Rasta, and when PA just jumps on him.
Yeah, once Ohio State have like BKB blanks and stuff on their two cores, I think this game becomes very difficult. Even if they need to go there, I would assume Tiny this game might build more of like a pushing lineup, like drums even.
Yeah.
Just because Visage is going to be going like HOD and probably like a Vlad's and then Solar Crest is what I would expect.
I don't know if Visage will build the Vlads. Didn't PA built it last time? Maybe
Oh
they'll
yeah,
go
he'll probably just
again.
go Vlad's Deso again. I'm stupid.
Yeah,
You're right.
and then well, you're not stupid. They obviously need one, and Visage is a great hero to rally around.
Yeah, they'll probably just go HOD
and then-
into like a Solar Crest and just put it on Tiny and let him hit a tower in 3 seconds.
Oh yeah, and Coddle's gonna go Mechanism again.
Yeah.
So they're just gonna group up and crush. Will-O-Wisp actually also gets beaten by Sniper. Very obvious interaction. I completely forgot to mention. This is a great Sniper game, but I think Ohio State knows that as well, and they're going to jump on top of Sniper and make him feel like it's not a great Sniper game.
Well, let's go ahead and introduce the sides of Ohio State University. I'll start with Liquid Matt, going to be playing the Shadow Shaman. We've got Remy D once again playing the Tiny, being joined in lane again by Ori on the Keeper of the Light. Swamp Donster playing Phantom Assassin, and last but not least, Aikster playing this Visage in the mid lane.
Well, let me tell you about UCLA. Looking to bring it back here. not get dropped down to the lower bracket as other teams have already experienced. Ursa will be played by my man Shu, Hyphy, Ethan, Lull. The Sniper, one of the most fun heroes to play in the whole game, will be played by Haka.2 AM. Tusk, one of the best supports ever, will be played by one of the coolest dudes ever, Jay Pinto. Night Stalker is going to be played by DTC. And last but not least, Lion with the Finger is going to be played by Mansack Pack, Winky Face.
Ooh, he's got the...
Top lanes where the action's going to be first, it looks like. Visage, Tiny, and Caudle chasing down Lion and Ursa. They just chase him right out.
Okay, hold on. I gotta look at Lion's set items here. What is that?
Which one are you looking at?
Infused Gauntlet of the Infernal Rambler. I've never seen that before.
Oh, that is cool. It's a dragon.
Yeah,
All right,
dragon
here we go.
on his hand.
Top one.
Oh, great Blinding Light.
Blinding Light. That's it. That's a bounty.
Well, I mean, you just got a lot of gold for your team off of one spell usage. That's like really hurts Caudle's laning phase. Blinding Light level 1 is 30-second cooldown. Caudle's laning phase is based around Illuminate, followed by Chakra. But it means that Ursa can't do anything. So I think Caudle's just gonna have to make sure that they're gonna win this lane by having Tiny beat out the Ursa with Blind, not by having Caudle do damage with Illuminate, as what you'd see traditionally. And actually, right Earth Spike onto Tiny, Ursa's going to start racking up Fury Swipes, dropping Tiny below at half HP. Salved up. Now, is there any kill potential on the Sniper? Not really until Aexter has his birds, I don't think. Because Sniper is just going to go, I'm assuming, take aim headshot in this lane, and all he wants to do is just harass and farm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So strange. I love Shrapnel. I think it's such a great spell, especially early on.
It's good in certain matchups, for sure.
Yeah.
Kind of like you create a no-fun zone, right, for the other mid laner.
Exactly. Very high damage, too, especially because you're going to have extra XP being in the mid laner.
All right, let's talk about this bot lane. We saw this Night Stalker pickup, and you're now running 2 melee into a Shadow Shaman.
Speaking of 2 things, take a look at Night Stalker's inventory.
Double Stout Shield. Okay, I've been clicking this hero for a while, and I just didn't even notice.
Everything seems to be working as intended here. Okay, so he's got the axe build. And he's shackled up. Pierre's going to throw a dagger and jump on top of him, not doing too much damage. He's got 2 shields, man. He's just going to start beating up the Shadow Shaman. He's smacking, but the shields aren't going to be enough. Dropping low. 200 health. Tag team coming out on Tusk now. You want to be using this with your teammate. However, he
did a good amount of damage with it, actually.
Alright, Shadow Shaman is going to smack the salve off of Night Stalker, and the lane kind of resets after that. Night Stalker back to full.
Just Shadow Shaman just chunking these heroes.
Mm-hmm. Yes, this makes me want to play Shadow Shaman, watching him do this much damage with auto attacks.
79 damage, level 2.
Right? And especially against the Lion, who had only 1 armor.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was ridiculous.
Mid lane, fairly even. 9, but Sniper has 6 denies already, which
we
is
talked
pretty
about
good.
denies last time.
Yeah, I mean,
except
look at the
Aexter
level
was the one
difference.
with the denies last time.
Yeah. Sniper's a full quarter level over Aexter, so he'll be getting that level 4 a little bit sooner. He did go 1 in each. It'll be interesting to see if he opts to max Shrapnel. If you max Shrapnel, you kind of resort to farming a little bit more because you can just clear jungle camps with it really fast.
Yeah, drop it on creep waves.
Yeah, but I think he kind of needs both take aim and headshot to survive. Because I think if he gets level 6 and he doesn't have like 3 points of take aim, I think he can just get dove by Aexter.
Yes, I agree. He has to keep max range on him. Level 6 is really hard to lane against Visage. And that's not good catch. We're gonna see Shadow Shaman
and just
drop.
Slightly peek Shadow Shaman's health bar, and there's the tag team snowball in the void.
Those are 2 beat down bruisers. Tag team is a great spell in this combination. Tag team it makes a lot more sense to combo with the ranged hero, but
look at what's happening in the lane right now. In top, do you see them? Ori was trying to block the camp there. Lion tried to get the demon play there, where you earth spike them into the air and allow the creep camp to spawn, but it didn't work.
Oh man.
Or it
Or he
wasn't demon
teleports
who
back
did that.
top.
Who was it? It was
Attacker. Attacker does it with Torrent, or he used to.
Yeah, no, someone did it with Lion. He's a North
Speaking of
American
Lion, he's
player.
going to catch him with Coddle here. Ursa wants to chase him. There's the Overpower. Avalanche comes out. 2 Fury swipes on Tiny, and Overpower's just going back. Ooh, hitting Tiny again. Racking him up.
Just going back and forth between top and bottom. Like both these lanes are really dangerous. There's the stun, top lane, but blinding lights should stop this.
Tiny wants to go, or Ursa wants to go. This seems very dangerous. And they'll back up. They know this isn't the right play to make. Slowing down. Shrapnel is use level in mid lane, so 2 points. 2 points in Shrapnel after 1 headshot, 1 take aim. Okay.
So he's just gonna go to max shrapnel build, or at least 3 points.
I really like that. Fury swipes back up on Tiny. Poor guy's having a rough time laning against Ursa. Another swipe.
Looks like headshot's just gonna be 1 value point, and he'll he got a double damage too immediately after that haste. That feels really good. This lane is now
Sniper level 5. He's gonna get slowed. Still trying to CS through it. Bounties in less than 30 seconds. Coddle's gonna go mess up Lion's pull. Oh yes, and now a double wave is gonna push top. I don't even think Lion realized what happened. Coddle just went and smacked the creep and ran away. Changed his target.
He did that last time actually in the
Top is missing.
Yes. Was it him that did it last game? I don't remember. Someone did it last game too, just obstructing the pole like that.
Oh, Blinding Light is not going to secure the rune for Coddle.
Liquid Matt in some trouble here in the bot lane. Now it's nighttime.
Bro,
Night Stalker is
very strong. Looking for the deny. Not going to get it. Night Stalker getting a kill. Less than 15 seconds into the first night. 2 points Void, 2 points Hunter in the night. Perfect. Level 4. This is the best start we've seen from any Night Stalker in the CSL so far.
Yeah. You can't fight against him in lane now.
Ursa chasing Tiny top. No, he's going to back out under tower.
Yeah. Otto gets caught though. And he's so fast, he doesn't care.
Yeah, he's taken. He's with boots, yeah. They need to get him with the shackle, and there's an illuminate from the back line. It's on Ursa.
Bottom lane, Shackle.
Bottom lane, we are going to see Shackle come out. Void, I think he's dead. There's Snowball, double hit. They got double tag team now with Hunter in the night. PA's body block is actually going to be the most effective part of that initiation. And there's a salve used on Rasta. PA lowers Tusk down low with the Stifling Dagger. Night Stalker is still the scariest hero in the lane because of Hunter in the night. And a mango is popped. There's a shackle on Night Stalker. PA is going to go in. Tusk is nowhere to be found. Night Stalker doesn't care with his 2 shields. He's just going to turn on Shadow Shaman.
He's got 10 one start. He uses them, but he should be fine here.
There's another shackle. Snowball coming. They're going to get on top of him. Tag team is what's going to get this kill. And they're going to drop him. PA turns on to Tusk. And Tusk is forced to run away, but PA can't sit there and let a Night Stalker beat on him.
I just realized, like, tag team late game with a sniper is going to be so good. Because you just get on a hero and sniper just sits back, has great attack speed depending on the items he goes.
Yeah.
And that's just so much extra damage.
Lion gets caught. Avid toss, beat down, Illuminate will finish him off. No, actually, allowing Tiny to get the last hit. Illuminate will fly after.
We saw this combo in the last game, just so dangerous. Avalanche and the toss setting up like at least a 2-second channel to Illuminate, and that's more than enough to kill most heroes.
Yep, and he just gets his combo back from Coddle. I want to play this combo. It's so much fun. Ooh. And more Illuminate damage.
Too much. They're gonna back though. Look at the CS chart right now, right? All 3 again. UCLA on the top. This is similar to last game. They did a really good job in the lanes, except Aikster was kind of at the top. So
Tiny gets caught out top lane. Ursa's running for him. The Hex comes out. The Ursa Spike has already been used. Tiny doesn't have any mana. He has to wand charge up. He can do an avalanche. Throws it out, and he's going to use that to get away. In the meantime, Coddle continues to push the tower. Bottom lane, actually, now we're going to see Rasta die underneath this tower. Tusk is dropping low. He might die first. Rasta dies immediately before Tusk, meaning Tusk will collect the XP from that one.
Night Stalker is actually going for our first item Aghanims.
That's concerning.
Yeah, that's pretty... I mean, concerning is a very polite word.
He's doing well, and this is the type of game where you can justify being a right clicker. I feel like, I don't know, actually he doesn't really seem like he's going to be too good of a right clicker against Tiny, PA, and Visage, but...
Yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't just get like a... I mean, in some games like Spirit Vessel's really good, but right now like Halberd, like rushing a phase boots into Halberd seems pretty freaking good against their lineup.
And you could... he needs to... I think he's going to have to get a BKB, so he just wants to be in the fight. So anything that allows him to be effective in the fight, and Halberd obviously gives him the...
He has a DD run, he's rotating mid. This is a huge kill if he finds it, runs right into
Visage. Visage might be able to deal with him, though. Visage is going to go ahead and pop the Grave Chill, run away. The birds are doing some damage. Stunning him under tower? No, not quite. He's just going to pull the birds. He doesn't actually want to try and kill Undying. Visage doesn't have any points in Soul Assumption, so he's not too scary of a killer yet.
Yeah, he needs the Gravekeeper's Cloak levels, so you can't really do much about it. And like I said, he already has the Helm of the Dominator.
Actually, Shackle's going to come out. This is going to lead into a bird drop. After the Grave Chill ends, the Hex. Bird drop number 1, bird drop number 2. Aether Shock comes out. A bit of a stun stack coming in, and now Tusk is going. Tusk uses his tag team, and they're turning. They want to go on the Rasta Shaman with tag team. No, actually, he's going to go for the Assassinate. Takes him out. Visage is in trouble now. Night Stalker shows up, takes him down.
They get 2 heroes, both birds.
Coddle also died somewhere.
Yeah.
7 kills. 5 kill lead for UCLA. Coddle goes top. Nope.
Alright, UCLA showing signs of life. A much better start to game number 2 here. Sniper, number 1 on net worth. They have a 2,000 gold lead here, so not a ton, but it's definitely a good amount here after this lane stage.
Yep. This is the best Night Stalker we start, as mentioned. Night Stalker start we've seen so far, as we mentioned. So he's going for Medallion of Courage, actually. I don't mind that.
I like
Although it is daytime now.
Yeah, so he's going to go with the Solar Crest probably eventually. And
top lane, and Avalanche comes out online. We're going to see a toss. No, first we're going to see an Earth Spike. Illuminates a little bit too far. Rasa gets thrown in. He Aether Shocks. He hexes. He auto attacks. He kills Lion. He's not using Shackle to let Tiny get the last hit. That's his kill.
Look at Lion's net worth.
Sniper actually is getting... Oh, so the Mud Golem can set up the stun. I really like that Visage went for that with his Helm of the Dominator, showing he wants to push. But first he wants to get a kill.
Yeah, I think the more I look at this, Sniper going 4 points in Shrapnel is definitely the better build, because if he sends the minions on you, just the extra AoE damage to try and cleave them down and just slow down that assault, I think pays out really nice. And then it's a pretty heavy commitment to kill Sniper.
Yeah, it's it definitely is going to keep him safe, because it's going to pressure him to use the stone form. What were you mentioning earlier? Top lane. Actually, speaking of top lane, we're going to see a Shackle and an Avalanche come out. Lion dropping low after getting hit by an Illuminate. I don't know if they're going to be able to finish him. Someone needs to be thrown in. Toss is up. Tiny's going deep. Looks like he just wants to go and hit some creeps. Coddle's going to teleport out, and Shadow Shaman being chased down by an overpowered Tiny. Shadow Shaman goes for the TP. Tiny is in trouble.
Yeah, he might go down here.
First spike. Mana Drain. Shock. Dodging the Avalanche. Hits the overpower. Runs in rage. Wants to damage. And then he throws him. Doesn't kill the Lion. Grabs
bot
the tree.
lane though. I've been kind of keeping tabs on bot lane. This is quite the dive. They want the PA, but they might just settle for the Keeper of the Light. Actually, Tusk is just stuck.
Uh-oh, he gets blinked on, he gets illuminated, he's dropped. On the other side, Carl drops.
There's no TP on Night Stalker.
No,
This is...
Night Stalker is in a lot of trouble.
Wow.
More trouble than he
really
is
bad
mana.
dive.
It's so painful how slow this kill is, but he's gonna die. Is he, or is he a juke god?
There's no way he went away from a Visage.
Dude, he's blocking so many attacks from the birds with his 2 shields.
Yeah.
Like, seriously?
Those were 2 pretty costly deaths. I think after they didn't get the kill, they kind of just need to abandon it.
Actually, it's gonna be Ursa on the assault.
Yeah, this is the Tiny V Ursa is pretty funny. Sniper should be able to clear mid tower here if he goes for it. Shaman behind, gonna try and maybe get the deny.
Coddle here too. Doesn't get the blinding light to stop Sniper, but Sniper misses the CS. Bottom lane, we might see some action here. Visage and PA running, being chased. Snowball coming out. Alright, is there going to be a stun? Ice Shards, Walrus Punch. Visage is not too scared right now, but now Night Stalker's on top of him with the Crippling Fear.
Night Stalker, if he finds the PA here, this could be a
he sees the PA. He has the unhindered vision on her. Doesn't have the mana for Void, though. Tusk is going to have to hit a Snowball. Tusk is going to have to... Tusk doesn't have it off cooldown.
Top lane. Ursa caught.
Okay, Ursa gets illuminated. He gets
He has
auto
11
attack.
wand charges.
Tiny's here. He's showing a Tiny. Tiny has toss. Tiny has toss. Beat him down. Beat him down. Beat him down. Run away. Tiny actually drops the Ursa because of how many Fury Swipe charges. Ursa wants to take out the Coddle, but Coddle's way too quick for him. Coddle going for the illuminate. Actually, if that was a fully charged one, it would kill him. If it hit him.
Whew. UCLA playing so well around the map right now. All three top net worth. Sniper doing really good.
Yep. Doing very, very well. 83 and 22 CS. That's a good looking game for Sniper. He's crushing net worth too.
Yeah, he's top of the net worth by quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Over 1,000
So what's
ahead
the-
of the Visage.
Where do you go? So he went Dragonlance first,
Yeah,
actually.
he needed the
really
range.
doesn't
I
anyone.
like it. He just needs to sit back, do damage. The Maelstrom, I think, is spot on.
Yeah.
Rennie
Tiny
bottom.
getting gone on bottom. There's a Void, there's an Earth Spike, there's a Shrapnel, there's a Finger. They want to kill him and make sure Line gets the stack. Yes, Line does get
He
the
got
stack.
it just in time. There's a 2-second window, right?
I think it's 3.
Is it 3 seconds? Okay.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
It doesn't say. I think
Yeah,
it's
I was
3.
like, I was just reading through it. It doesn't say for some reason, but
Yep.
I know there's a window.
Well, because it was added after the patch where it came out, so that's probably why it doesn't say.
Gotcha.
Because originally it had to get the killing blow.
Yeah, and everyone's like, that's not fair. Our support's stealing kills.
Right? Well, it is kind of annoying. That's the correct way to play him, is to take last hits.
Yeah. And that was the same idea with Slark. They gave them both the same treatment. They're like, all right, as long as like they either die around you or close
Yeah.
to like the timing, then we'll give it to you.
Yeah. Makes the mechanic something that's actually important.
Just more
I like it.
desirable.
Yeah.
Oh,
Acer with the Helm of the Dominator still unable to push tier 1 tower. Sitting
There's an
almost
ult
full
coming soon on Night
shaded
Stalker,
on.
and it's nighttime.
Visage gets Walrus punched up. The Centaur Sun's coming out. Lion gets hit by a dagger, but Crippling Fear on top of Visage is probably going to kill him. No, PA is going on Lion. He's probably going to be the first one to die. Visage microing his birds on the back line. Hit him with the Soul Assumption. There you go. He's going to drop. Now, Night Stalker looks like he's in trouble, but Ursa shows up and starts enraging on top of Visage. Ursa's going to get shackled up in the middle of the fight, and there's no damage coming out from UCLA. Ohio State is hitting all their spells and dropping their wards. The Snowball in is going to lead them to the Shadow Shaman, but they're fighting on top of a shrine. This is great for Ohio State. UCLA is really committing hard for this. We're going to see the Will-O-Wisp come out. Shadow Shaman dies, but now on top of a shrine and under a Will-O-Wisp, UCLA is in a very dangerous spot. On the backline, Tiny comes in and he kills the Sniper. Easiest combo of his life, and he shows up and there's a Tusk who's shackled, beats him down too. Alright. Ohio State will take that fight.
Wow, that was a very costly fight for UCLA.
That was a
They've been
2,000 gold swing. That
Yeah.
pretty much evened the game up from that exceptional laning phase from UCLA.
Yeah, fighting under the shrine, especially with a Keeper of the Light, and
Dire's
going on the Visage, the hero that is by far the tankiest in the game, seems a little odd.
Yeah, and Ursa's enraged, did nothing, and then he just got shackled out of position. Ursa shows up mid, he hits an illuminate. Shackle's actually wasted though. Here comes the shards, it's gonna connect on Coddle. Coddle blinding lights out, he's gonna get left behind. Yeah, the birds can't get in there. Crippling Fear makes it so the birds can't stone for him. That's a fantastic counter actually.
Yeah, I really like
Night
that.
Stalker and anyone near him will never
You
get
know what?
upset.
I bet you can still stone form them off the bird.
Oh
off the
my
Visage.
God, you're
I
probably
guarantee
right.
you can still do it.
Let's try and see if we can keep an eye out for it.
Like I'm telling you, that mechanic is so busted. that
It is.
I bet you can do it through silence.
I'll bet you, yeah. Oh, that's frustrating. You ruined it. I was so impressed by Crippling Fear, Ricky, and you just had to
They
ruin
just
it.
smoked him, but they didn't wait long enough. They still had the lingering vision from the creep wave, so they smoked for
So it was
Roche.
obvious.
UCLA, like Ohio State definitely knows this is happening.
No Wisp, though. No, oh, there's a Blink on Tiny, but he has no mana, and he's in the bottom lane.
So fast. Nighttime Ursa.
I think UCLA has this, yeah, Ursa. Get him, Ursa.
They're running, but there is no hope of stopping this in
There's the
time.
Crippling Fear. Ursa's gonna drop. Okay, Catapult's gonna scout it out. Illuminate's gonna miss. Too late. UCLA takes the Aegis.
Tiny trades for the tower. Not the end of the world, but the Aegis on this
Aegis
Ursa
definitely
is going to
bigger.
be pretty scary in the next team fight, especially now that he has a Blink Dagger.
Sniper is no longer dominating net worth.
Yeah, it's PA
Sniper's
and
still
Visage
winning.
right there.
PA and Visage are right on his tail. Yeah, and they're ahead of the Ursa, a hero that does have a bit of trouble catching up on farm. He needs to be killing heroes. But he does have a Blink Dagger and an Aegis. He can get a Blink Dagger, and he has the Aegis.
Yeah, he's probably going to pick it up in the side shop, I'm assuming. looking to make a play. They do have some deep vision here, scouting the PA and the Shaman in the mid lane. I love their ward coverage. And there's the blink. I don't think he wants to reveal it.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, Dire moving in. They want to find a hero here.
Oh, Tiny,
They're pinging
no
Tiny,
health,
like,
everything
Tiny,
on
please
cooldown.
run.
Oh, this is not even a blink reveal, is it? Oh, he does. He catch it right on top of him. Earth Shock, Overpower, Crippling Fear. Tiny is dead. Alright, UCLA might have thrown at the shrine, but then they take Roshan and they get a kill on a core. They're looking good again. It's a roller coaster ride with these guys.
Yeah, you know, the game's never a dull moment with UCLA. I think if I think back to something that I remember from like a few years ago in CSL, wasn't UCLA like notorious for like throwing games randomly?
I think that reputation is attached to quite a few schools in CSL.
Yeah, you're probably right. I just remember there being a meme with UCLA for some reason back in the day. But yeah, I think you're right. It's more of a CSL meme than it is a specific team.
I mean, when I think of YOLO throws, I think of my boy Storm Soldat.
I mean, who does?
The god. I still respect him. I just have to respect him in the lower bracket now.
I can't imagine why UCLA is not grouped up behind this Ursa trying to get kills. Like, that Tiny should be dead right now. He just walked right under ward vision, has no idea that they're there. But because the rest of his team is jungling, they can't get a kill. And now in the mid lane...
PA's right on her 6. Okay, here's the initiation. They're going to have everyone on top of Tiny. Tiny's going to be silenced up and dropped. Now their next target is Shadow Shaman with the tag team. He might die. No, a Blinding Light's going to buy him time. But they're going to be able to finish him. Everyone's missing.
There you go.
To the void.
Great job. That's what you need to be doing. I was like, you're playing super aggressive. You have an Aegis. It's nighttime. It's about to end now, but they're going to get runes off of this. Like, that's how you need to play that. Like, if you're sitting on your side of the map farming, you're not taking advantage of your map.
And now it's daytime, so we're gonna see even less ability from UCLA to go for kills. Here's a question for you, Ricky. Nightstalker turned one shield into a Vanguard. Do you think he's gonna build 2 Vanguards?
I mean, I'd hope so. I'd like 1 Vanguard, 1 Crimson Guard. If he doesn't, thoroughly disappointed.
Yeah, what's the point of even buying 2 shields then? You're not gonna upgrade them both. Maximum efficiency.
When you have 2 arms, I'd expect 2 shields.
Exactly. Nightstalker is one of the best models in the game with how his face opens up.
Yeah, it really is.
I remember the first time I saw that brand new to Dota, and I was so impressed.
You're like, wow, an actual hero model that's not like 8-bit.
Yeah. It's just so impressive because you don't know until nighttime. You're like, oh, he's actually really scary.
Top lane, Remy, is he gonna get caught here? Blinks out. He should be fine. Yeah, I don't know how you expect to catch him with the shards. His reaction time would have to be pretty bad.
Item timings. Deso on PA, Baxter on Ursa.
Speaking of item timings, Lion gets his tranquil boots.
Yep. Speaking of item timings. Now, top tier 1, Ursa's going to be able to drop. Might see Remy D. No, Remy D is going to blink out. That's the Tiny. In the meantime, well...
on this area.
Ohio State's going to push out bot and mid. Mid has a T1, bot does not. UCLA looking for the tier 2 top.
Acer actually went back for a Midas and now almost has an Atos.
Ooh.
I don't know when he picked that up, but I mean, he's had to have had it for at least like 3 minutes, so.
And he still hasn't been able to take down the tower mid, although he's pressuring bot with his birds.
Yeah.
Now, here we go, another deep fight. UCLA wards are going to be dropped. Nightstalker's going to ult. Caudle dies. Next target, Shadow Shaman, super deep, going on a T3. Insanely far. We're going to see Tuss die in the back line. Yeah, he's going to make a stealth escape. Lion might die to wards, not quite. But Sniper stays back. The objective-based gamer kills the tower.
Look at Ursa. Do you see
Ursa has fallen. Oh no.
Oh, he gets the blink out. Is he going to live?
PA wants
no,
him.
they're going to see
wants
tower
him.
here.
There's the Stifling Dagger. Ursa has been caught. Can they finish the kill? There's a bird going in. They're going to try and stun him. There's a Stifling Dagger. It is now daytime. Bird can't drop. He leaves the silence, gets the drop. PA's on top. Hex the Ursa, take him out. On the backside, we see Tiny and Shadow Shaman chasing down Nightstalker. The Stifling Dagger connects. Nightstalker goes in and gets shackled. PA is there. Teleporting to his death tusk. He gets pinged out and he cancels that TP.
UCLA.
He would have died.
They keep taking these super bizarre fights. And they're committing for like a Shadow Shaman, and it's costing them 3 heroes.
I think what's hilarious is that it was behind the T2, and when they went behind the T2, we were like, okay, no, that's too far, and then they just have no problem walking up to the T3.
Yeah.
Take it on the high ground, boys. And with that, they're going to lose a tier 1 mid, and a little bit of pressure is put on their tier 2, not even enough to do damage. A lot of opportunities for Ohio to get back in the game. 2 now.
Oh, Aexter's got his Solar Crest now. This is a huge item for Visage. Like, it creates so much havoc in fights because if you use it offensively to debuff an enemy hero, you just shred through them with your stolen attack speed and your birds. But you can also just give it to PA, and that much attack speed on a Phantom Assassin who has Deso Vlads.
I think you just give it to PA.
Yeah, that's pretty scary, dude. She just will shred the back line. Sniper just wouldn't even stand a chance.
Yeah, and Tiny has his blink, so Sniper could potentially die in the initiation.
Sniper's still got a decent amount of gold, but I feel like it's in a Maelstrom and a Hurricane Pike, you know? Like, not a lot of his gold seems like it's that relevant.
Yeah. Well, we can see that like PA's doing 218 damage before her Desolator armor. Sniper's doing 100
and they get the kill. Ooh, great first hit dash.
Okay. Goes on. Snowball comes out. PA's in trouble. Hexed up. Taken down.
Feels weird.
Yeah. Really wish he'd used that. He does, I mean.
Yeah.
Bring him up to 3 charges.
Yeah. No reason to not use it unless he's waiting for the next level to reduce the cooldown, but
I think you go for it.
yeah, I think you just use it anyway.
Get that 50 damage could be a big deal.
Tiny almost has his Echo Saber, pretty close. They see this Night Stalker under the ward vision here, so blink initiation.
Tiny goes on Night Stalker, tosses him, Shadow Shaman, shackles him. No, goes for the Hex. A little bit early for the Shackle. We're going to see the Bird Stun, but first we see Lion Stun. We need to see Crippling Fear. No, Will-O-Wisp in such a good spot. They're trying to fight under their Shrine, but the Will-O-Wisp is going to keep them right where they want them. Wards are dropped too. Sniper tries to turn on them, but ends up being left behind. He's shackled up by a Shadow Shaman with no HP. Lion quickly trying to kill the Shadow Shaman, but Sniper's going to be the one that falls, and Lion will fall too. Shadow Shaman feeling very good, surviving with little health, and UCLA makes it away with only 1 hero. 4 other heroes are dropped on top of the Shrine. Actually, the last hero standing might die. Tiny's chasing him. Nope.
Oh my gosh, he steals the catapult too, so goodbye tier 2 tower.
All 3 lanes are being pushed right now. That is what you want to do when you win a team fight, not go to the jungle.
Watch Solar Crest on catapults, by the way. I'm sure he's going to use it. Okay, no, he's just going to keep tanking a creep with it.
Yeah, the creep getting hit by the tower to keep it alive. That means they can keep the push going. Okay.
In top lane, they're just going to rotate, get another tower.
They are looking real good. And there's a mech is on. Next time period comes out, we'll have a mech on Coddle. Are Ohio State in a position where they could end this game?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's nighttime though, so you gotta be. Oh my god, that shards block is incredible.
Rasa gets snowballed. They're using the Walrus Punch. He's getting avalanched up. They're both gonna TP out. No, great Earth Spike. Urza goes in and raging on the Tiny. They want to kill him. Tiny throws him away back onto the Shadow or the Lion. Tiny dropping very low. They don't even want to go on Shadow Shaman yet. Tiny's more important. They get him. They're gonna assassinate Shadow Shaman. No, he dies before assassinate even goes off. But on the bottom lane, he is pushing into the tier 3 tower. I think a lot of TPs were used.
Yeah.
Yep.
PA's gonna get some serious damage here, but if she gets caught, it's a big deal. She doesn't actually see Lion TPing, but he does not have a blink. But can you get a lucky bash? No, she's out.
Ursa didn't have blink up to try and get vision in.
Yeah.
And PA
Coddle actually gets found by Tusk here. He could be in a lot of trouble. Does have Snowball?
Night Stalker's coming.
Goes for the
Force steps over. Night Stalker's gonna fly. There's the Snowball gonna finish up. Boom. Dead.
Bonk right in the nose.
Right.
I mean, UCLA just found a series of really good kills around the map, and Roshan alive in 1 minute, and that's going to be during nighttime. So I think that's a pretty good spot for them to be in right now.
I would agree. After this nighttime ends, we're gonna see everything ready to rock and roll for Ohio State.
Yeah. I gotta get a lot done.
Daytime. I think this next daytime and next nighttime cycle after this one will have a huge role in dictating how the game's going to play out. Are UCLA on a timer because of the Night Stalker?
Theoretically, because not because like he falls off, but because I think if you don't get Roshan during this nighttime, and then it goes daytime, you're in a pretty bad situation for the next fight. For the next big fight,
Yeah.
right? Defending your base against this Ohio State lineup during daytime. Because as soon as he pops his ult, they're just going to back off. It lasts only 30 seconds. And then they'll just resume the push. So, in a
And
sense, they're on
Roshan,
time.
Roshan is spawned the second. The second he spawned, he scouted.
Yeah, he's scouted by Eggster there.
Mm-hmm.
The
Okay.
Dire, are they smoking up here? Looks like they are. Maybe.
They're all
No
grouped
vision
up.
yet. I think they're waiting for Night Stalker.
Dire
My god, if they
scanning.
smoke under the ward, alright, they don't see it. So they're good. Dire scans the Roshan, thinking that they might be up. And oh, they don't actually see anything.
Okay, overpowers.
They see the
top.
Coddle.
Oh, Coddle gets jumped on. Force Staff out. There's the Ice Shards.
he's in
Coddle
the pit.
drops his Wisp. Hits on everybody. Sniper shows up, wants to kill the Wisp. Looks like they're going to drop it. Okay, UCLA in a position to fight. Ursa stuck in the pit. Night Stalker going in, but he's going to get hit by an Avalanche. Toss combo at the top. He might drop. Assassinate's going to not do too much to
Oh
Tiny.
my god, Pinto
And
just got
he
double
shows
crit.
Up. He gets a kill. Now he uses the BKB. He's ready to fight. Shadow Shaman, remember me from lane. Shackles up the Night Stalker. Leaves him to die. Sunglasses on. PA's got business to attend to.
That 10
Three
second
down for
BKB.
UCLA. Roshan's next on the menu. Ohio State looking fierce.
10 BKB's down, Will-O-Wisp is down, and Coddle bought back. If I'm UCLA, is it worth triple buybacking for this fight at Roche?
I think they.
I mean, it doesn't even matter. It just dies so
that's-
fast.
I was gonna say that's a really tough communication call on that timer there. They had they all had to be on the same page and they had to make the call immediately. Buyback, go to Roche. They couldn't hesitate.
My gosh, Phantom Assassin.
Well,
This
moving on
is they're just showing the strength of this hero, and normally I don't feel like PA is a hero that excels right now, but then we see it in this aspect, and she is just crushing it.
Oh yeah. This is just points out. There it is. This is what you get the Arcana for, to look cool when you're doing stuff like this. Wards are dropped. Sniper can take care of these. Take care of the birds too.
He's gotta be
Potentially,
careful,
PA wants to
though.
go
PA
in. They're
goes
gonna get
on.
the tier 3. There's no Will-O-Wisp. Wards are pretty much down, half dead.
I mean, they got the melee. I think they're content with just that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so Ohio State backs out after taking the melee. I like it. Shrines are now vulnerable.
Dire's top shrine. is
Eggster
under
just
attack.
gonna assault those shrines with the birds and the wolf. Should drop in no time.
Quite a bit of damage comes out of having the Alpha Wolf with the birds.
Yeah.
Dropped it. There it is.
Dire's top shrine has fallen.
Well, this game's looking pretty rough for UCLA now. I mean, the amount of damage that's coming out of Ohio State, the BKB on PA, there's not really an answer for, because now she just gets to do whatever she wants in these fights. She goes the cleave talent, actually, I realized, at 25 instead of the lifesteal. I like it. I think it's helped her farm a lot.
Did
I
that
just didn't
did that
even
last
notice.
game as well.
Yeah. No point in going Battle Fury when you can just get a cleave for 15.
Exactly, why not?
Get this Deso Vlads and fight. It's so good.
Dire's
I like it.
bottom
I
shrine
love this
is under
actually.
attack.
Plus she has the Alpha Wolf pack leader aura.
Yeah, she is doing 300 damage. Sniper is looking like he's just barely breaking 200.
There's a Guardian Greaves coming out for Keeper of the Light right now, actually.
Sniper went BKB.
Yeah.
That's an item that you never want to buy on Sniper because you don't want to be in games where you actually need that.
Yeah, and unfortunately he kind of does, which is sad. Oh my god.
Oh,
just
go
PA
just
goes for it right
okay.
away.
He actually pops the BKB. I don't know if it's going to do anything. I guess it'll stop. No, it doesn't stop Stifling Dagger. That's a 10-second BKB and a Sniper down 70 seconds. No buyback. The tower bottom, tier 3 bottom is falling, so the wards are popped. Ice Shards trying to repel but catches no one. UCLA on the back heel here. Ursa goes in, going on the Visage, or Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman has Ghost Scepter, and now Ursa's stunned up in the middle of everyone. Scribbling Fear coming out, but a Will-O-Wisp is going to lock down UCLA. Tusk falls after Ursa. Tusk buys back, but in the meantime, Lion drops. UCLA can't do anything. I thought this was their base, but Ohio State just is walking through the front door as if they run the show. Tusk is the only one alive after a buyback, and Ricky, I think we see Ohio State 2-0 moving on to the second round of playoffs right in front of us.
Yeah, I mean Ohio State's just... Dude, they played this so patiently, right? They were a pretty decent margin behind in the early game here, and then they just know where their lineup is strong. They wait, and then they just capitalize. They wait for a couple big mistakes from UCLA. They get a good Roche fight, and there's nothing you can do to stop this. Their ability to push, the ability to take these fights in their favor. I agree. It's so good.
Exactly. They came here to play good Dota, and boy, oh boy, do they play good Dota. So UCLA are not out.
No,
they are in the lower bracket, but Ohio State, they couldn't make it past round 1 of the Winter Invitational. They are already doing better.
Oh yeah,
round
they're
2,
feeling
winners bracket, good 2-0. They got the momentum rolling after both games. Although a slow start, both were like quite far in their favor at the end of it.
Yeah, UCLA looked really good at the beginning of that game, but the lineup feels lacking because they don't have any like solid wave clear really, and you're going against a pretty substantial pushing lineup, and so it's hard, man.
Yeah.
Like sniper is your only way of clearing the wave with a maelstrom, and PA just pops BKB and eliminates him immediately. So
that's exactly what she did.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just really good itemization, really good play by Ohio State.
I agree. The itemization is a huge role. Itemization was a huge role. Synergy in their build, their items made sense. All their heroes on all their heroes came online at the same time, and taking advantage of those timings, UCLA was really no match when it came down to the team fights and the team pushes.
I agree.
I'm excited to see them again.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't wait to see how they do in round 2. So we'll have to take a look and see what their opponent is going to be, because it is going to be someone who advanced in the Winter Invitational, correct? One of the top 8 teams. So we can take a look here. Let's find out. Shouldn't take too long. But playoffs.
Ohio is playing against Georgia Chainfeeders.
Ooh.
Who are coming off of a bye.
Yeah, UGA, the Chainfeeders, had a pretty good run last year, and they returned this year, and it looks like they're doing it pretty well again. So that should be a good match. I think they're probably fairly evenly matched in MMR. If I remember right, Chainfeeders has a pretty stacked lineup, so I'm excited. That should be a good game.
Oh, yeah.
Wish them both good luck.
Yeah, all the contenders, I wish good luck, and maybe they'll be lucky enough to have their game casted on our stream.
If only,
which you can find again on Wednesday.
Hey, I know they can find us here on Wednesday, but Carlo, where can they find your face when you're
Follow me on Twitter or else /CARLOLT0N.
Dude, his Twitter is fire, by the way, for those of you who don't know.
The reason my Twitter content is so immaculate is because pretty much the only thing I post are retweets of Ricky. Ricky, where can they find the source of my content?
You guys can find me at rcryptic, RKRYPTIC, whether that be here on Twitch or on Twitter. We keep it real, you know. All we do is cast Dota. We love it. It's what we do, and we love it, man. CSL is honestly the best place for collegiate esports. It's been a pleasure so far this year. We can't wait to see how the rest of playoffs go. So. At least I don't know if I'm speaking for the both of us, but I feel like
Carlo, I don't want to see playoffs. I hate them.
I knew it, man. I had a feeling.
Of course.
Well, I think that's gonna do it for us tonight. It's been a good game. Congratulations, Ohio State, moving on to round 2 of the playoffs. UCLA, good luck in the lower bracket. We'll keep tabs on you both.
It's gonna be tough, but maybe they'll be the EGs of CSL.
Dude, they could
bring it up to the lower.
Dude. Anyone can at this point, really.
Yeah.
All right. Well, have a great rest of your night, everyone. Thanks for watching.
See you guys Wednesday.